Hi, Craig with LeadershipMentor.com. This week I want to share with you some thoughts on how new leaders can get more done in less time. So typically what we have as a goal is we want to get more done in less time. And so we look at different strategies as leaders on how can we get more done? How can I work faster? Can I work more hours? And oftentimes that's not going to lead to longer term success. So I think a better question is get more done of the right things in less time. So we want to focus on getting the right things done, not just simply getting more done, because our day could be filled with a lot of things that are probably not well aligned with what we call our success factors in our program. We want to focus on getting results, not simply being busy. And I've mentioned this in other videos, but really important that you don't focus just on being busy. There's really nothing that is beneficial at just working long hours if you're not producing results and results in the areas that are most important. So let's talk about that for a minute. We have something in our program called success factors. Success factors, by our definition, is specific areas of focus that produce results in the areas your success will be defined. So we have a process that we go through in our program, but what we want to do is look at the end of the day, week, month, or year, when you sit down with your manager, whoever is going to define really how you performed over that period of time, what are they going to look at? What areas are you going to be measured in that are going to define your success and the success probably of your team as well? So we want to look at things like creating 3 to 4 different areas your performance will be measured. Again, so we would go through this process where we're meeting with our manager, we're talking about areas that are most important, and then we want to align regular tasks that produce results in each of those areas. And so then it's really just becomes, where do I put the tasks of each area that I'm focused on? So then we want just simply to align regular tasks that produce results in each of these areas. So if you have, say, 3 areas or 3 buckets that you're going to be measured in, take your daily tasks and just fill them in. So where do they fall in that? And so if they don't fall within any of those 3 or 4 major areas, then I would put them to the side and then decide, do you need another bucket for that, or are they just not important? And then we want to prioritize our tasks on a daily and weekly basis. So as these tasks come in, we want to make sure that we're focused clearly on those things that are going to produce results. So again, more on that in our full program, but hopefully you get the idea of success factors and being aligned with what is important and making sure that you're not just being busy, but you're actually doing the things that are going to produce those results in your success factor areas. And then let's talk about filtering your work. I think the first thing in filtering your work is this important, yes or no? If the answer is no, then move it to a later. And by later, I just mean put it aside. It may or may not be something that you need to do at all, but if it's just a not right now task, then just put it aside. And if it's yes, and this is something that's important, then the next question would be, is this something that I can delegate? If I can delegate it, then let's go ahead and do that. Let's find somebody that can do this task that is not going to take up my time as the team leader. But if it's no, if it's something that only I can do, then you know you need to get that task done right away. And then finally, is this task the best use of my time right now? And it kind of goes back to the top of the filter or the funnel. We always want to ask ourselves, am I working on the thing that is most important? So if we have a well-aligned, well-defined list of success factors, and this is something that only I can do, then the answer to that question would be yes. If it's a task that anybody could do, it's not that important, it's not that complicated, and it's not something that only I can do, then as the team leader, I should not be doing this task. I should be delegating this task to somebody else. So again, I hope this makes sense, but it's really important when you look at how you're working during the day, that you've clearly defined your success factors, you understand how each task is going to fit within one of those. Then you're going to start to filter the work that does come in, and we're going to look at, is this really important? Is this something that I can delegate? And is this something that I should be doing right now? So it's really important that we are more aware of the work that we're doing. And I know oftentimes we get in these modes as team leaders where you just want to do everything. So it comes in, you work on it. You get it done, you go to the next one. The problem with that is you run out of day. At the end of the day, you really don't have any type of prioritization or system to make sure that you are always accomplishing what is most important each and every day. So we have to take a step back and go through this process, and we have to make sure that we identify our success factors, our 3 to 4 most important areas to focus in, and then know as tasks come in what bucket do they fall in. If they're not going to fall in one of those success factor buckets, then we know that we are either going to delegate it or we're going to move it, and we're going to do that at a later time. So hopefully you found that helpful, but I just want to encourage you to be more thoughtful about the work that you're doing and then developing others through delegation if possible. I want to encourage you to go to our website. We do offer a free Feedback 101 course, and you'll see that if you just put in your email on our homepage, you'll get a course code link. And then you simply just put in that code at the end and it'll be free. So I hope you found that helpful. I hope you have a great week. Let me know if you have any questions on this. Take care.